Shalom Akim. All praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And all the Akim out there, we have been pushing to this truth, but nothing but sincerity in the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So, watching the brother's video just yesterday, and put me in the spirit though to make a, not it's not like a response video, but it's something like something to do with the title, the name of the title. It says, "Get rid of the old man, so the new man can live reborn." And in order for anyone that be coming into this truth, they have to do this. It's steps that you have to do. Because I think yesterday I made a video within what is it the dudes the you have to do, and I think I said a pineal gland, you have to clean that. And brother had to sit down with me, the first sit down, and he told me about that. And just got to make sure that you have to be cleansed. You got to cleanse yourself. You got to, it has to be purged. You got to clean yourself. So that's the thing that you have to do in order to even like, because this is the thing, the pineal gland. It's real important though. It's the third eye. It's the when you close your eyelids, melatonin starts to work, because you see this is the simple-minded people that go to the stores and they buy melatonin, knowing the fact that the melatonin starts when you close your eyelids. And you see you over here taking these pills and all these things that starts messing with your pineal gland, and then it gives you a hard time to even go to sleep or anything of the matter. So that's the thing, in order people don't even talk about the pineal gland. Doctors don't even talk about your pineal gland. And you see, when it's decalcify, Slack, I didn't say it right, decalcify, um, what it does, it could, you could get Alzheimer's and, these other like mental things. But the doctors don't tell you, well, you got to clean your pineal gland. Because, see, that's the thing. We hear, well, not me anymore, but we're eating unhealthy. We're eating food that it's GMO, and we're not eating healthy. We're on a diet. We're not exercising, not doing things that matter. And you have to know what's in the foods that you eat. You have to know, hey, I gotta lay back on this. I gotta stop doing this, and it's a lot of things to it though. You know, to be reborn, you gotta accept the Most High. You gotta know His name, His Son's name. It's a lot of process things when you come into the truth that you have to know, because it's personally, like myself, I've dealt with things that I had to cut back on, and but you know what though, at the end of the day, I feel much healthier and much better through carnal wise and spiritually wise. So it's always good to, and that's the thing about it. These two brothers right here, man, they'll tell you, like what the do's and not to do's, when you can eat, and for sure, that's if someone didn't give a fuck about you, they wouldn't be telling you this shit though. But you see, these two brothers do tell you, hey, you're supposed to eat this and you're supposed to do that. So someone that doesn't really like care for you will let you, like, let's say for example, someone that is trying to lose weight, but you're like, hey, I'm gonna go to Burger King. Do you want a burger? Instead of saying, well, do you want a salad though? Nah, man, they'll be like, hey, give me a burger and this and that. And you're like, all right, I'll give you a burger though. See, that's someone that doesn't care for you, or someone that introduced you to drugs and shit. That's not a friend right there. Someone that passes you the joint or whatever, Globy and shit. That ain't no friend right there. You think, oh, that's my homie because he passed me the joint? Nah, man, that's not your friend right there. But besides of that, the matter, like I said, there's steps to this in order for you to be what you want to be, because these brothers too, man, they had their own steps that they had to take. And like I said, I know the brother too, I'm a one, and I don't know since it's been quite a while already, since 2009 or 10. I think 2009. I've been knowing him, so I knew Amawan since before, because he came into the truth before me, and I knew him before he came into the truth. So, but he changed through time, and I can see it spiritually. So, and That's the thing. Seeing him though, and it's just like, you know what? That's motivation right there. That's motivation, and it's crazy. Not like I say a crazy story, but it's a little story. Maybe I'll do another video about it. How his video popped out one day. I was watching YouTube, and but that's just for another lesson. So when it gets precepts, so I'm gonna get this is Psalms 51 and 10 says, "Create in me clean heart, mind, O power, and renew a right spirit within me." See, you want that clean mind because if your pineal gland ain't clean, it's gonna be hard for you to process things. So therefore, you gotta clean it though. You gotta clean that, which heart means mind. You gotta clean that mind in order to function better. Because how is it? Let's say you have a mental. Let's say you have a. What's the one where you shake a lot? Well, Parkinson's, right? Oh, there you go. Parkinson's too, because the pineal gland is not clean. People get when they're older, they get Parkinson's. So how is it that okay? I'm a renewed right spirit within me, though, right? Yeah, I accept this. I'm accepting this truth, but you still fighting physical carnal things. So you have to keep your mind clean. Have to in order to receive things within better. You get me? So you have to. So then it's 13 too, and it says, "Then will I teach transgressor thee ways, people that break the law, and sinners shall be converted into thee." You see, and that's the thing. When brothers go, Dakiam out there goes camping, they're there to do the work, but also to prophesy. To prophesy this the truth within people, our people, Israelites. So they ain't there just to put up the sign, put on some garments, and just talk. They're there to actually do the work of the Most High. See, that's actually doing the work when you're out there in those highways and byways. That's how you actually do it. What the hell is the whole point of having a so-called church, having 20 people, but 17 people, yeah, 20 people and 17 people are sinners and they're still doing the ways. Why the hell would you have them in your church still? You want to get a handful, a remnant. So see, that's the way to do things because you can't just get people like that. You could get a whole lot of people though. But what is this? The thing is Matthew's though, the lost sheep, the 99. What is the one sheep though that escaped and they went after it because you know what that was the one. I think it's the book of Matthew's. Let me see. Let me try to get it. Slovakia. I know it's Matthew's. Slovakia. Okay, there's yeah, it's actually Matthew's 18 and 12. It says, "How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep and one of them be gone astray, doth he not leave the 90 and 9 and go into the mountains and seek that which was gone astray? And so be that he find it. Verily I say unto you, he rejoiced more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray." You see, we're gonna have all these people, but at the same time, you're gonna have a remnant of them that actually go through. You see what I'm saying? So let me get another precept. This is Proverbs 4:1 that says, "Hear ye children the instruction of a father, attend to know understanding, for I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law." So you gotta, and then also, yeah, you gotta take the law. You gotta know what could you eat, what don't eat, of course, shrimp, pork, you know, that's also too. You be eating this, it's gonna still mess with your pineal gland. So it's like, okay, I'm trying to clean. I mean, yeah, clean pineal gland. I'm not taking all these things. all these things. So therefore, I got you're still messing up with your pineal gland because you're still consuming these things. You see, so therefore you have to always make sure to have it clean. But you gotta understand the law, which is the law. So you gotta clean your pineal gland, and then you gotta start following the laws. Well, it's like it could, follow the laws and find it. It just goes and matters how you want to deal with it within things, which is easier for you. I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna clean my pineal gland and stop, using toothpaste, fluoride, and all these things, and that's how I did it though. I started like that. I'm just telling you, I can, through experience, you know. So this is Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians 2:15. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the tradition which ye have been taught, whether by word or possible. So you see, we told you what to do and the laws, but you gotta hold on to the traditions. You gotta do it in order for you to get it processed even better. Because you gotta, if you're gonna be true to this, you gotta actually like hold on to the traditions. You gotta tell you, hey, you gotta keep the laws. You can't be like, oh, you know what? I haven't eaten pork like in 2, 3, 4 months. I'm just gonna get a little bit. I'm gonna get a pizza with pepperoni. Hey, fuck it. I haven't ate that in a long time. Nah, you gotta keep, doing it and doing it and doing it in order for you to keep the laws and statutes of the Most High. So this is something serious. You can't take this lightly. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. You gotta dedicate yourself to this to the fullest, no matter what. You put the Most High before anything. If you don't know how to do that, then this ain't for you. Get the hell out of the way, move out of the way, so real men can handle this shit. You know, so you always gotta put the Most High before anything. So no matter what, you gotta keep up. You gotta keep up, man. And it's not easy. It's not gonna do this overnight. You're not gonna learn. You're not gonna learn this overnight. It's hard. So, like I said, you gotta leave the old man behind, and you're gonna start doing the laws, and you're gonna start doing things. You gotta remember, like, oh, you know what? Never mind, pizza, no pepperoni. You start doing that, and then you start learning, start getting better, and then if you have a family or something, your wife or mom, then you gotta let them know, oh, I don't be eating that. And then that's the thing, you can't tell them all the time. Well, it's because I'm not saying you don't have to tell all the time. Well, what I mean is just that, people when you're in the truth though, the world they kind of be confused with the truth. You get me? So you could just give them a simple like, well, her pork is bad for your cholesterol or it gives you high blood pressure or something. Like, what I mean? Just give them something simple like that. In order for them to be like, oh, okay, we'll just be like, you know what, that's not part of the diet no more. I'm not trying to, push away. You can always come up with something though. Always come up with something. And let me get this last one that says Hebrews 5 and 12, when it says, for when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have native milk and not of strong meat. See, you got to go start with the milk part. You got to have, you have someone to teach you. So, what I'm saying? The oracles is pretty much in order for to be a prophet, you got to be taught by a prophet. You get me? It's like when the teacher, when a student becomes a teacher, they don't just be like, "Hey, I'm a student." A student gonna go to the classroom and be like, "Hey, you know what? Teacher, sit down. I'm gonna start teaching the class." It's like, nah, you go, you're the. There's a reason. There's a title. You're the student. I'm the teacher. So then you gotta listen. So in order for you to even go through this process, you gotta be taught by a real prophet. So you know what I'm saying though. So you can't just go out there. You can't just go out there and start thinking that you know and start teaching though without even actually like knowing the whole truth. You see, well, look at what 13 says. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of the righteousness, for he is a babe. And I'm a babe, I'm still a babe. So I'm still learning, and now still, milk parts and things like that. So yeah, I just want to make a video, with that. I hope this video was edifying. Peace and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the Akim out there too. Shalom.